Hello? Hello? There we go. Yeah, sorry, my entire Streamlabs setup just disintegrated. No idea how that happened. But we're back, and that's what matters. It just didn't want the power of Access Battler's Rynet. There we go. Okay, here, we'll take a look at Rynet. So yeah, like you get a bunch of cards and then you have to do something. I have no idea how the game works. But you can get it on Android, which is neat. Oh, thanks for the drink, Bandicoot. See you after your lurk. But yeah, that's the game that they play in the game. Gameception. Hey, Alpaca. Oh, yeah, the tournament code's back. God damn it. Not only that, but the, I'm gonna have to download both streams and stitch them together. How's it going? Pretty well. Our stream crashed, so you missed that. But we're back now. Where is... There it is. There's where I put the tournament code. Could this be a clue to the contents of Ferris's D-mail? Hey RDF, how's the time loops going? Didn't miss much besides the stream crash. Oh no, RDF. The time loop password is Orange Monkey Eagle. RDF, what's the time loop password? So like the idea of holding a Rynet tournament? Sorry, my chat completely disappeared after I rebooted. Holding a Rynet tournament? Apple Red. No! Oh, good. Mayhem remembered. So we're not in the time loop. Well, RDF might be in a time loop, but we're not. You're on my page and it was showing Sprig? Yeah, that sounds about right. Your time loop involves multiverses? Are you canon to Stream Sakai now? You're so confused? What are you confused about? Oh, the time loop thing. We made a joke in a previous stream where if someone was in a time loop, you give them a password. And then if you ask them for the password when you think you're in a time loop and they don't remember, that means you're in a time loop. So RDF giving me the wrong password meant that I was in a time loop. Watching while you work on cosplay? Ooh, that sounds fun. I hope you enjoy working on cosplay. Wait, that's not a sentence. Though why did he donate the IBN 5100? The why? That's where I need to go to swim. Ursula from Little Witch Academia? Ooh! Peps really likes that one. You're learning Yu-Gi-Oh! Lore about the World Legacy. Ooh. That's what I really appreciate about Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It gives you the lore of the cards. Well, no, if you... Oh, man.
フェイリスはレトロ PC は持っていないのか。
パパの趣味はさっぱりにゃ。フェイリスはコスプレとかアニメとか可愛いものが好きなのにゃ。
もし仮にお前が都市開発計画に子供の頃からずっと参加していたとして。
そうしたら秋葉の町に萌えショップをたくさん誘致しようと思ってるにゃ。
Oh boy.
ファミマを見ればわかる通り、
So in a previous timeline, Akihabara was like it is today.
今以上に人がたくさん訪
Full
れ
of
る
moe
はずにゃ。
stuff and anime and all that. And this timeline, it stayed electronics only.
都市開発計画にずっと参加していたお前がもしもう参加したくないと、それを過去の自分にどうやってやめさせると思う？
それは何の心理テストにゃ？
単なる例え話だ。
Ferris ponders this for a while.
劇的なのがいいにゃ。
You're gonna cosplay a lot, but you thought Ursula would be more you?
ドラマみたいな展開にゃ。フェイリスはそういうのは結構信じちゃうタイプにゃ。これはきっとパパからの遺伝だと思うにゃ。だから例えばフェイリスが誘拐されるとか。誘拐？
Ooh.
フェイリス？
Yu-Gi-Oh! Lore Part 1, society collapsed because some mad scientist was curious what would happen. Huh. I think we're looking into the eye of society's collapse right now. Lotte. Okay.
頭痛いにゃ。
The Millennium Eye. Ooh!
ねえ今日フェイリスはこの倉庫に来てから変な気分なのにゃ。小さい頃
Anyone know where
に
you
一度
can
来た
get
ことあ
cheetah
るだ
print
けなの
felt?
に。
You're making a Flintstones car? I mean, if you have like a Fabricland or something, they might have something like that. Otherwise, I'd say look to Amazon or, oddly enough, maybe even Wish if you're willing to wait like a month. You'll have mentor characters and the Shy Girl characters, and Ursula manages to be both. Has a whole dynamic with secretly being Akko's idol. Oh, I forgot to mention. So I had to rewrite some stuff for my voiceover demo reel. Give me one sec. Which meant that I had to rewrite the Pegasus speech, because I'm not allowed to use the actual words in my demo reel. I have to copy the homework and make it different. So my current voice acting demo reel pieces are... Here, give me one sec. Dark chocolate paired with Cabernet Sauvignon. The perfect companion to a classic Roadrunner cartoon. I hold moments like this closest to my heart. Whatever you have to say, it had better be important. Then the next one is, I hypothesize that friends, real friends, have a sort of bond. And this bond is unburdened by mere physical separation. Therefore, distance and time apart are irrelevant to the bond formed by a true friendship. Next one is, I was responsible for that. I erased from this reality the version of you that loved me. However, you want me to go through that same pain again? No. No, I can't do it. Then it's, I don't care what gets in my way! I'm not gonna stop! All I've gotta do is bust through and I've won! Just who the hell do you think I am? Then, undefeated? Wow, you must have been on top of your game. Good thing you're retired, Gramps, because I'd made you say sayonara to that record. I think I can go a bit further on that one, though, like... Good thing you retired, Gramps, because I'd have made you say sayonara to that record. And then the last one is, you took my car for a joyride and I didn't press charges. I took you in. I showed you the wonderful world of barbecue. I went to get fried chicken and waited in line for an hour, even though I didn't want goddamn fried chicken. Oh, jeez. And then my microphone creaked. But yeah, that was, those are the pieces I'm doing for my voiceover demo. What did you do to Teo? Oh, hi. Was the I erased the version of you that loved me from Shrek Forever After? Definitely. If Shrek Forever After had a computer lady who was based on dead Fiona.
すごく見慣れてる景色に思えてくるにゃ。
Pond CD Fire, Dice Erase Site.
ここいつも歩き回ってたような感覚が
Oh.
あるにゃ。
Ferris is having memories of a previous timeline. Only we're supposed to be able to do that. What does this mean? Ferris suddenly swoons and nearly collapses onto the floor. Is it from Zero? Yeah, it's from Steins Gate Zero. I just had to redo the words a little bit to make it, like, okay to use. What was the actual quote? Where are you? Quotes. Where did I put it? Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. I found it. As soon as you give up, you find the thing. It's, I did that to you. I took the you who loved me and made you disappear. And yet you're telling me to kill you again. I can't do it. There it is. You're in danger. Sounds like delusions. Quick, Gaslighter. That's actually a previous game in the series. Chaos Child and Chaos Head. Their whole thing revolves around, like, delusions in people. It's wild. Same timeline, well, same universe as Steins Gate.
思い出したにゃ。メイクインニャンニャ。京馬もダルニャンは常連さんだったにゃ。それに
So yeah, she completely remembers a previous timeline, something that previously only we could do.
本当に思い出したのか。
京馬たちがお店でタイムマシンのお話ししてたことも IBN5100 を探す交換条件としてタイムマシンを使いたいってお願いしたことも、あとは時間を川の流れに例えるのおかしいって京馬とダルニャンを論破したこととか。
Here, just in case, since my previous save corrupted, gonna save over this one. You alright, Marcus? Those are definitely letters. But unless you're spelling, like, the initials for Fool's Gold a bunch and then a sad frowny face, I think you might be typing gibberish.
ラボメンになるために血の盟約を結んだこととか。
D メールは
How's your cat?
D メールの内容は思い出したのか？
Well, she's remembering that she's in a different timeline, so she's pretty traumatized. That's how this cat's doing. Don't tell me that's all she remembers. That looks like cat speech. Ah.
思い出したけど。
Marcus, if you're not having a stroke, type the word pizza.
聞いてくれ、フェイリス。これにはマユリの命がかかってるんだ。
マユシーの？
そうだ。フェイリスの D メールによって改変された過去を元に。俺が IBN5100 を手に入れないとマユリが死ぬ。
If you're having a stroke, call a doctor and don't type the word pizza. That's also fair.
バカみたいに聞こえるかもしれないけど、それが事実なんだ。だから頼む。以前送った D メールを取り消すためにもう一度 D メールを。
ダメにゃ。元に戻すなんてできないにゃ。フェイリスが D メールで叶えた願いは、フェイリスが叶えたのは10年前に死んだパパを生き返らせることにゃ。
Oh. So we have to make a choice, cause we have to undo this D-mail in order to save Mayuri and get the IBN Gosen Hyaku. But her D-mail was to save her dad who died 10 years ago. What?
もっと簡単に言うと、パパが死んだ過去を死なないように変えたのにゃ。
2? You vote for option 2? You mean that kind-looking man, her father, died 10 years ago? That's consistent with everything now that I think about it. But it's not so simple. I need to cancel the D-mail that prevented her father's death 10 years ago. Isn't that the same as killing him again?
本当にこんなところにフェイリスが隠れてるのか？
それらしい二人組が入ってくのが見えたんだよ。
Sorry, keyboard is being extra stupid. Marcus didn't type pizza. Go to the doctor immediately. Oof. Someone saw us. We need to do something. If they call their friends, we're done for. Shit, not now! But it's too late. They already heard it.
おい、見つけたぞおら。
逃げせねえぜ。
Damn it! Is this the end? Ferris rushes recklessly at the bewildered men. Or so I thought, but she actually just slips between them. It cans that everyone has reading Steiner, but Okabe is the only one crazy enough to just immediately accept the memories as truth. That's interesting, actually.
ナイスフェイントだ、フェイリス。
Nice feinto. Uh-oh. But the viral attackers didn't let us off that easily. One of them closes in on me and kicks me repeatedly. He lays into me, kicking me in my legs, stomach, shoulders, and head. You thought I was Kamen Rider tonight? It is, but later. It's Steins Gate and then Kamen Rider. Ah, that guy's wearing a belly shirt. All I can feel is pain. can't even stand. Man, these card game punks are serious. Oh god!
うるせえ指図するなよ俺に指図できるのはガイアのささやきだけだぜ
Should have read the schedule more closely. I did say read the schedule closely because the times are weird this week. I mean, we're also reading the new chapter of JoJo after Steins Gate, so. Sorry, folks. It is getting toasty in here. I gotta open a window. Hardly matters what time I actually stream. That's fair. I appreciate it, RDF. I really do. I hear sounds. Car's exhaust. The honking of a horn. The drink actual water, you heathen. A limousine barrels into the alleyway at terrific speed. Eurobeat starts playing. It seems that he's going to get you. He's a space boy. It screeches to a halt right in front of me. This is the man we have to kill. There's a softness under my head. Every inch of my body feels like it's on fire. You really messed me up. According to Ferris's dad, he was racing to UPX to congratulate Ferris when he saw us. I thought so too, RTF. Thought this was turning into Futurama. Give you Hunter x Hunter from flashbacks.
何もできませんでしたよ俺は全く情けないです
とんでもない君は娘の命の恩人だよ
パパったら大事なお仕事があるんだから無理しなくていいって言ったのににゃ
Good night, Mayhem. Best of luck with your running a mile. Just make sure to stay hydrated. I'm a Twitch streamer, so I'm obligated to tell you. Sir, it's very lucky you had generic NPC face, otherwise killing you would be way harder. However...
フェイリスが叶えたのは10年前に死んだパパを生き返らせることにゃ
If that's true, then to return to the original world line, I have to erase her father. To kill him, essentially.
私はルミホとの約束は何があっても守るよ昔そう決めたんだからね
Maybe you have to beat the shit out of your keyboard? Oh boy.
パパありがとにゃ
That's a good dad.
おう
He loves Ferris
IBM
even though she
5100
has.
か
Oh man, sorry, I got a message. I don't know whose number it's from though. So my class today, we all sat in our class. There was a chair in the middle of the classroom. And one person at a time stands up from their chair and sits in the middle chair. And then we all share what we appreciate about that person. And one of my classmates just gave me a really, really heartfelt text message about how good of an experience it's been to go to school with all of us and how they love each and every one of us. I have a feeling I know who it is, even though I don't have that person's number. But
そうです。あなたは熱心なレトロ PC 収集家と
shared on the internet with clout.
何かご存知ではありません
All
か
I'll say is that it's really heartfelt.
君のような若者が IBN5100 を知っているとは珍しいね。確かに私も持っていたよ。今は手放してしまったが。
Where did you give it? New keyboard would only be $30. Oh, that's good. Post a spoiler note about this scene in stream context. Ooh, let's see. I know this scene, so. Oof. Oof.
手放した。
ああ、やむにやまれぬ事情でね。
柳林神社に奉納したのですか。
奉納？いや、違うよ。
No?
私に IBN5100 を託してくれた橋田さんには申し訳ないことをしてしまったと思っている。
橋田って橋田鈴ですか。
Oh, Suzu found it! And then gave it to him. She did it. She found an IBN Gosenhyaku. She brought it to Akiba. She completed her mission. Tears well up in my eyes. I bite them back.
昔の話になるがね。
Oh, that's cute.
まだ私の会社が今ほど大きくない頃の話だ。
It's Ferris and her dad. And that's her name on the side. Rumiho.
ルミホが誘拐されたんだ。犯人はとんでもない額の身代金を要求してきてね。あるいは会社を抵当に入れればなんとかなったかもしれない。そんな時、渡りに船とばかりに IBN5100 を高額で買い取りたいという人物が現れてね。それを売り渡すことでルミホを助けるための身代金を用意することができたんだよ。
Keyboard plus external hard drive for PS4 plus PS4 controller. 146.05. Man. Do you have to buy that bundle? Because it doesn't sound like it would be worth it. Okay, but instead of killing him, can we turn him into jelly? Ooh, I think that would... I mean, that's the same as death. That's death with an extra step. An extra step that helps the people that we're trying to stop.
パパ、その話はやめるにゃ。
その歌相手というのは。
フランスの実業家だね。今でも連絡は取れると思う。なんだったら教えようか。
That would be very dangerous. CERN is CERN's probably involved in that. I politely decline the offer. How about we don't kill him, but unalive him? I mean, that's technically what we might have to do. He's alive now, but if we send a text message, we'll be sent to a timeline where he's not alive. So that's unaliving, yeah. Whoops, I think I forgot. France, huh? There's a high possibility the buyer is related to CERN, or to the Rounders. Why won't you return to me, IBN Gosenhyaku? My body hurts too much to sleep. And then there's the question eating at my mind. What should I do? I'm about to steal Ferris's father away from her. I need to do it to save Mayuri. But does that give me the right to play God?
フェイリスか。まだ寝てなかったのか。
Hey, Kolnick. What did you miss? You missed the stream crashing. Ferris told us that she remembers the timeline with May Queen, so she activated reading Steiner. Then she almost got killed by rival card game fanatics. And we got beaten up. Marcus had a stroke in chat, but he punched his keyboard and it got better. What else? Oh yeah, Ferris's dad saved us. And we found out that in order to save Mayuri, we have to undo Ferris's D-mail, which basically made it so that her dad didn't die 10 years ago. So now we're at the moral quandary of, do we undo that D-mail and cause Ferris's dad's death? Do we literally, as Marcus put it, unalive him? Normally, Ferris would have added a nya to the end of that question. Now she will remember it. Possibly. Without waiting for my answer, Ferris steps inside. Oddly, she's not wearing her cat ears.
さっきはありがとう。バイラル一味に追いかけられた時、
You've only had one seizure in the past month, haven't gone this long in years. Congratulations, Alpaca! That's a feat. I hope that continues. I hope you get a good streak. I've had a really good streak. I haven't had a seizure since 2019. But I've got like 3 pills left, so I'm probably gonna have to pop by the pharmacy pretty soon. Why is she talking normally? Is this the real Akiha Rumiho? But yeah, definitely celebrate that victory, Alpaca. I'm really, really happy for you. Especially as one person with epilepsy to another. You have no idea what you're doing in Breath of the Wild and you're dying. Oof. You'd argue that, well, he's supposed to be dead, but you'd have to ignore the big Mayuri-shaped elephant in the room. Mm-hmm. It's actually refreshing to hear Ferris talk normally like this. It excites me for some reason. Like she's showing me a side of herself that no one has ever seen.
初めてだったよ。大勢の人たちからあんな黒い感情をぶつけられたこと。
黒にやたらこだわる連中だったからな。
もう初めに話してるのに。
What? Even her retort is normal.
傷痛む？
いや、大丈夫だ。
今日の岡部さんがいなかったらどうなっていたか想像するだけでゾッとする。
言い直すな。いつも通りの呼び方でいい。
とにかく京馬には感謝してもしきれない。本当にありがとう。京馬はね、私の王子様だよ。
Prince? What's with the fairy tale talk?
フェイリス。
ルミホって呼んでほしいな。
いや、フェイリスはフェイリスだろ。
What should I do?
ねえ、もう終わりにしようと思うの。京馬はどうせ過去に戻ればまたやり直せるのに、私を命がけで助けてくれた。だから京馬の望むことを
Oh boy.
私も叶えてあげたいって思う。
だが
Granting my wish would mean erasing her father's existence. It was like this with Suzuha, too. I erased everything that Suzuha had shared with us in 2010, including her memories of meeting her father. did it for the sake of my personal goal. To save my Yuri. Must I once again sacrifice someone else's dream?
あれは私の8歳の誕生日の時、私はパパにその日だけはお仕事をお休みして一緒に遊びに行こうってお願いしてたんだ。当時はまだパパの会社は大きくなくて、パパは毎日朝から晩までずっと働き続けてたから、私はちっともパパに会えなかったの。パパと過ごせる一日が私が一番欲しかったプレゼントだった。パパは約束してくれたよ。その日は何があってもきっと一緒に過ごそうって。でもやっぱり急な仕事の予定が入って前日になって約束は破られちゃったの。ひょっとしてパパは私のこと愛してくれてないんじゃないかってすごく不安になっちゃって。だからね、私誕生日当日に家出したの。パパに心配してもらいたくて。その日パパの乗った飛行機が着陸に失敗したんだ。死者は一人だけで他の乗客はみんな無事だったんだけどね。
Don't tell me.
その一人がパパだった。
That was before the world line changed. In a world line where her father is dead in 2010.
信じられなかった。こんなにも世界は私に冷たい運命を押し付けるのかって。パパなんかもう知らない、死んじゃえばいいんだって。それがパパにかけた最後の言葉になっちゃった。
Fuck.
そんな言葉で私とパパの関係は永遠に閉ざされちゃったんだ。大好きだったのに、どうして最後にあんなこと言っちゃったのかなってずっと心の中にパパへの罪悪感があって、ずっと思ってた。タイムマシンがあればいいのにって。
Then, did fate guide us to each other?
だからね、京馬がタイムマシンの話をしているときに、これは神様か仏様か運命様が私に与えてくれたチャンスなんだって思ったの。
フェイリス、ルミホ、今日はもう話さなくていい。
最後まで言わせて。私はもう満足したから。さっきパパが助けに来てくれて、私のこととっても大切に思ってくれてるって分かったから。
Is the weirdo still contemplating doing evil things to the girls? No, that was a different timeline. That was in, like, an alternate ending. Yeah, in that ending, he was saved by Suzu and left for 1975 with her. After, like, almost losing his soul to the time loops. (1975) is where they could find the computer that they were looking for. Suzu's goal was always to go to 1975. She made a stop in 2010 to try and see her dad, which in one timeline she succeeded, but we had to erase her memories of that in order to save her from unaliving herself. So Steins Gate isn't a happy game. It is not a very happy game. And Suzu still dies in the year 2000. She gets cancer. Are we still on the choice we made at the TechCon? We are finding out about what happened to Ferris's dad. Essentially, after the rival card game fanatics beat Okabe up and almost killed Ferris. After that, her dad rolled in his limousine to save us, thanked Okabe for saving his daughter, and we found out that he sold the IBN Go Senhyaku to a French businessman who probably worked for CERN, so that's out of the question now. So in order to save Mayuri, we have to undo Ferris's text message to the past, which was to not have her dad die. Which means, in order to save Mayuri, our childhood friend, we have to undo the decision that saved her dad's life. And now she's pouring her soul out to us, saying, on her 8th birthday, she asked for her dad to spend an entire day with her, and he canceled, so she ran away from home after telling her dad that he should just die. If her dad isn't alive, who would save her? Oh, she has a mom. Really excited for the Tycoon Meets Shinobi movie? Yeah, I'm glad that they're still doing something with Shinobi. Thought they were safe when they were chatting about her dad's early career. Then they found her. They looked in the ramen shop.
マユシーはね、私にとっても友達なんだよ。そのマユシーに危機が迫ってるなら、私も京馬と同じようにする。ね。
すまない。
言ったでしょ。今のこの現実は現実じゃなくてご褒美なの。
You'll be careful what you wish for? Mm-hmm.
それとも夢って言うべきかな。もともと
So now Ferris is rationalizing making that choice to help us.
元に戻すだけ。夢を見させてくれてあり
Poor
がとう。
Ferris, like damn.
京馬。
I know that she's saying that she's grateful that she spent this time with her dad, but we all know that she's hurting having to do this.
それでいいんだな。
本当はちっとも良くないよ。私世界が変わる前のこと思い出したけど、でも世界が変わった後のことも全部
So she remembers both timelines, and it's fucking with her brain.
今すごくパニック中なの。変わる前と変わる後とがごちゃ混ぜになって、どっちが本当なのかわからなくなっちゃいそうで。でもこれ以上わがまま言ったら京馬が悲しむでしょ。
She really cares for us.
京馬が悲しむ顔は見たくないから。だって私の王子様だもん。
だがもしかすればお前もパパさんを失わず
Could ask the man if he would die for his daughter.
そういう世界があるかもしれないん
Of
だ。
course, he could never know the full truth, but we could
そ
talk
す
to
努
him,
力をもっと。
right? He would. 1000% he probably would. There is a chance, though, that we could find a world line where her dad lives and we save Mayuri.
私はもう逃げたくないから。
Unless her dad's death is part of an attractor field. There's nothing I can say to that.
ありがとう。
ねえ、ちょっとだけ泣いていいかな。過去を元に戻す前にパパのために泣いてもいいかな。
She's already crying, but I don't say anything. Instead, I silently nod. Her father is sleeping in the room next door, so she probably doesn't want him to hear. She cries into my chest, muffling her sobs. It's almost noon. The pain from my wounds has subsided, thankfully. But I didn't manage to sleep a wink. I promised Ferris that we'd commence the operation at noon. I've already contacted Daru and the others back at the lab.
今日な。
フェイリス。
今からパパに最後のご挨拶をしてくるにゃ。しばらくパパと二人きりにさせてもらうにゃ。
There was nothing I could say. I could only watch as Ferris put on a brave face to say her last goodbyes. That's what we're ending. By the time Ferris finishes her farewells with her father and comes out of the study, the phone wave named subject to change's settings are already complete. Now, all we have to do is send the D-mail. But I hesitate. Eternal separation from her father. I wonder what Ferris is thinking now.
今日な、そんな顔しちゃダメだにゃ。今日は何にも悪いことしてないにゃ。
だが。
にゃんにゃー。もうその話はおしまいにゃ。
As someone who doesn't have a good relationship with my dad, this is hard to watch. Oof. Fuck.
わかった。
Yesterday, just before she left the room, Ferris told me the contents of the first email she sent. 100 mil for your kid. Take the train. That mail stopped her father from getting on the airplane. As a result, he didn't die. But that wasn't the only effect it had on the timeline. Her father needed to sell the IBN Gosenhyaku to prepare the 100 million yen ransom. As a result, Ferris never donated the IBN Gosenhyaku to Yanabayashi Shrine. We're preparing to send the D-mail that undoes saving Ferris's dad. With her father alive, Ferris no longer needed to participate in Akihabara's city development conferences in his stead. Actually, it's short for DeLorean mail, because it's time traveling. In turn, Moe culture, which Ferris promoted, never took root here. May Queen plus Nyan Nyan never opened. Ferris wasn't as busy, which allowed her to join the Rhinet tournament circuit. In other words, this World Line's Ferris has a normal life. That email was what you sent before sexting was a thing. I gotta do it. Give me one sec. On the world line I came from, Ferris was not only a student, but also the heir to her father's company, an influential member of the Akihabara Development Board, and a part-time maid waitress. Which life is better for her? Which will give her greater happiness? That's not my decision. It's hers. And her decision is to return to the way things were. Ferris already had the cancellation email in mind. These are Ferris's last true words to her father. JK on ransom. I love you, Papa. See you soon.
「ちなみに世界が元に戻ったらフェイリスの今の記憶も全部なくなっちゃうのかにゃ?」
そんなことはあるものか。きっと覚えてるさ。なぜならお前は今過去を変える前と変えた後、両方の記憶を持っているだろ
だからあんなに必死にフェイリスを助けてくれたのかにゃ?
それは解釈は自由だ。
That's the message.
フェイリスは京馬との時間を忘れたくないにゃ。
Oh, and Ferris doesn't want to forget her time with us.
ありがとう。
Okay. We have to make a decision now. Give me 1 sec to get the poll ready. Give me 1 sec. Don't know what's fully going on, but if we're ruining her life, I'm all for sending the mail. Wow. That's kind of a shitty thing to do, huh? Like, the rationalization's kind of the fuckwad option. I'm sorry, Ferris. I lied to you. Perhaps when the world returns to normal, all of our memories of this world line will disappear. You really don't know? You don't wanna? I mean, it's what she wants. But you know it has to? Perhaps another miracle will happen and you'll regain your memories of this world line too, but I can't be too sure. I have no idea what the chances are. Oh, sorry, Kolnick. When you vote, you vote. There are no guarantees. And so, I will engrave these memories into my heart. You're swayed by alpaca? The memory of Ferris, the Rhinet champion. The memory of her father, who gave thanks to a stranger for protecting his daughter.
それじゃあバイバイパパ。
For Mayuri's sake, even Ferris's memories have to be sacrificed. I give Ferris back her phone.
今日も
Option 2. Try something else.
俺はまだ夢を終わらせたくはない。
Don't jump to conclusions. This isn't a choice I can make on a whim.
別の方法を試してみよう。お前のパパさんを殺せないよ。
Carson regretting allowing me to be an Andy fan right now? Not necessarily. I mean, that's basically the option, right? Hey, I just want to ruin someone's life. That's the Godric option. That is the evil foreclaimers choice. Speaking of, I hope everyone liked the new Dingo Doodles episode.
フェイリスが迷わせちゃったにゃ。
A lot of people are re-pissed off at Arena because of it. Heard Godric and all I thought it was Elden Ring. Our Godric was Godric before Godric was Godric. You also would go back in time and take vengeance on your father in various ways? Fair.
いや、いいんだ。俺が決めたことだ。
You hope you made the right choice with 2. What did Arena do wrong? She did everything she could have done right, even if it didn't end well. People are... They got re-angry at her for throwing the berry because they thought that that's what definitely brought back Sips's curse. It must be done. That burden is too much for me to bear. My face's swelling subsided and the bleeding stopped, so I took off the bandages. I couldn't go out like that anyway. It's a berry when the bear in it. It's not... I thank Ferris's father for treating my wounds, and after Ferris got dressed, we sat down at a cafe. Arena was awesome in this episode? Yeah, other people say that, like, Arena's cemented as their favorite character because of this. So, I'm glad that I can make a polarizing character, right? Arena was supposed to have, like, the biggest character arc. And I feel like I achieved that.
これは賭けになるが、フェイリスパパに送る D メールの内容を変更する。
じゃあフェイリスが最初に送った狂言の脅迫メールは取り消さないままなのかにゃ。
The other day before the episode, now you feel like you somehow ripped off fully cursed Sips. Oh boy.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Boy, if only it was stated directly in the in canon that the berry only brought the inevitable. If only. I don't know. I had a period where I felt really bad that people hated Arena and wanted her to die, and I took it personally. But then I grew up. Then I realized, you know, people don't know the whole story. And also, people can be super edgy on the internet. So, you know, you just gotta take those things in stride, especially when you're dealing with a story that isn't finished.
そういうことになる。IBN5100 が俺の手元に戻ってくれば勝ちなんだ。フェイリスパパが死ぬ必要なんてない。
Is Arena the Skylar White of Fool's Gold? Possibly. Because all houses eventually crumble doesn't mean you should go around setting them on fire. It's true. Right as I say that, the employee comes to us with the sandwich and drinks.
だから例えば D メールの内容をこうすれ
So
ば
now we're just-
話は早いと思う。
We're figuring out what to send as the D-mail.
IBN5100 を岡部倫太郎に渡すまで
We're workshopping this
絶対に
before we
手放せ。
commit to sending it. To a Winterwolf Alpha? Ooh, neat. I think 10 years is about the limit of how far back we can send emails.
でもその時期のパパは会社が傾きかけててお金はなかったにゃ。フェイリスが誘拐されたと知ったらパパは何を言われても IBN5100 を売っちゃう気がするのにゃ。
それは書き方次第だろう。最初の D メールに関連させてしまえばフェイリスパパも別の方法を取るはずだ。レトロ PC 収集家なら他にも売れる PC はたくさん持っていたんだろう。
そんなのは結局大した額にはならないのにゃ。IBN5100 だけは当時たまたま法外な値段で買ってくれる相手がいたっていうだけなのにゃ。
そこはお前にうまくやってもらうしかない。改めて言うがこれは賭けだ。
At the same time, it could be interpreted as an escape. A bet to escape the responsibilities of a god.
改変によって世界線がどの程度動くのか。その結果改変された世界線がどんな世界
Can you
なのか
imagine if they just made the computer itself the ransom?
俺にも
I
わからない
mean, so I played this before. And back when I played it the first time, I concocted a theory. And the theory was that CERN set the whole thing up. It was a roundabout way of getting the IBN. So they kidnapped his daughter, and then conveniently, a French businessman offered to buy the IBN for the exact amount that he would need, or close to the amount he would need for the IBN 5100. Sorry, for his daughter. The ransom. I feel like if I were a D&D character, you'd be similar to Arena. Aw. That's a big compliment, thank you. So is everyone else, but yourself and the Kitsune Samurai were the ones that made her really nervous? Ooh.
もしかするとマユリもフェイリスパパも助からない世界になるかもしれないが逆にどちらも助かる可能性もある。確信なんて俺にもないんだ。だがこのままじゃいけない。このままマユリを死なせることも
You're now honorary members of the Winterwolf Pact. Sick.
俺にはできない。
Well done. But I can't think of any alternative.
今日ながそう決めたならフェイリスはそれ
You're
でいい
starting
にゃ。
LARP soon. Sick. I hope you enjoy it. I'm looking at starting HEMA again. Historical European Martial Arts. It's the swordsmanship that I did with Gorthan's player as my instructor. And I can put it on my acting resume but I'm a bit rusty. So there's a group that does it where I live, and it's $20 per session or $60 for once a week for a month. So I'm gonna give it a trial. I'm gonna see how the group is first, and if they're good, I think I'm going to start it up again.
本当に
パパのこと助けようとしてくれてるんだって分かってるにゃ。だから感謝したいぐらいにゃ。京馬のこと本気で好きになっちゃいそうにゃ。
Oh, that's a... Ferris is falling in love with us, huh?
からかうな。
からかってなんてないにゃ。京馬はフェイリスみたいな女は嫌いかにゃ。
さすがメイクインニャンニャンの人気ナンバーワンメイドだな。客への媚び方をよく心得ている。
そういう風にはぐらかす京馬は嫌いにゃ。
Guessing that means that this is her end. Don't tell me that was a real confession of love to me. I could certainly get used to the idea of being with a girl like her. If only this were a romance. But that's not the world I live in.
フェイリス賭けに乗ってくれ。
Okabe's not having any of that.
いい結果になると信じて。
I mean, she's a cutie, she is. And they have like a similar power level when it comes to Chunibyo stuff.
フェイリスの質問には答えてくれないのにゃ。しょぼーん。京馬についていくにゃ。その D メール送ってみようにゃ。
Not sure you could handle the weird speech thing? I could. I think it's a cute quirk. We have our plan. Will the dice come up odd or even? Can't read any of this, sorry? No worries. I guess essentially what's going on is they're sending a... They were workshopped the D-mail that they're sending to Ferris's dad instead of just sending the one that they made up on the spot. And they think that they might have found a way to both save Mayuri and save Ferris's dad. Everyone type nya after your messages, nya? Does that mean I have to say Peko after all of mine since I'm a bun? But yeah, it's a shot in the dark. For all we know, both of them could die with the D-mail that we're sending. But we are sending a D-mail. Will the dice come up odd or even, Peko? Not even God knows, Peko. Ferris has already written the D-mail, Peko. The root of the problem is her fake ransom demand, Peko, which caused her father to sell his IBN Gosen Hyaku, Peko. This is a second threatening email written to prevent that, Peko. Its time of arrival is 1 hour after the first D-mail, Peko.
もう戻れないぞ。
世界線が変わっても京馬のこと覚えていられるといいにゃ。
I don't think that's the right way. It's hope I still remember you, Nya, after the world line changes. It's kind of sad that some of the translation's a bit rough. Peko. Even if that's no guarantee, Peko.
フェイリスが忘れてしまっても俺は覚えている。
Oh, you're welcome, Bandicoot, Peko.
京馬手を握ってほしいにゃ。
I want ya hold hands, Peko.
いいぞフェイリス。
送信にゃん。
Okay, We've sent an email, Pekko. Animate? The anime shop, Pekko?
萌え系ショップが復活している。
The world line must have changed, Pekko. That's evident from the fact that reading Steiner kicked in, Pekko. Ferris, however, is nowhere to be seen, Pekko. Did her very existence disappear, Pekko? I refuse to accept that, Pekko. So, did our plan work, Pekko? Or are things even worse now, Pekko? I need to explore this new world line, Pekko. I'm gonna stop that now. That was an experiment. I head to the Tennoji residence and find Nai there, home alone. The divergence meter is there as expected. What? The first digit is blank. Is it broken? Or is there a reason for the missing digit? Oh, thanks for the drink, Bandicoot. Wasn't that bad, yeah?
誰ですか？うちに何の用ですか？
She's acting even more afraid than usual.
いきなり押しかけて悪かったな。ちなみにこの家の場所はお前の親父さんに教えてもらったのだ。
誰ですか？もう出てってください。でないと警察を呼びます。それと、
Oh.
私のお父さんはとっても強いです。
What's going on here?
誰ですかってひどいな。たまに会うだろ。お前の親父さんの店の2階を借りてるだろう。忘れたのか？
お父さん、助けて。
いやいやいや、ちょっと待て。
ひどいことしたら舌噛んで死にます。
Whoa! That's a bit overboard.
いや、しないから。というより、本当に俺のことを覚えていないのか？会ったこともないと。それは悪かった。俺はお前の親父さんと知り合いでな。
Oh, Mr. Braun, the guy who owns the CRT shop underneath our lab, he has a daughter. And in this timeline, she doesn't remember who we are. So, we're scaring her, and she said, if you touch me, I'll bite my tongue and die. To try and scare us off. I'm your friend from the future. I'm here to not kill your dad, hopefully. Thanks. Yeah, hopefully in this timeline, we haven't killed any dads. We've caused more problems. Yeah, we might also not have a lab.
用は済んだからもう帰るよ。
Something like this was bound to happen. She's watched the Land of the Waves arc, big Naruto fan. Worse than that, we might not have a phone. That's also true. It's entirely possible that past events on this world line, my relationships included, are very different from what I remember. My past might be largely unknown to me. As proof, with the sole exception of Ferris, all contacts have disappeared from my phone. That's nothing but pure horror to me. To save my Yuri and Ferris's father, we warped the fabric of time even more than it had been warped already. To lose everyone other than Ferris. That would be unbearable. That can't have happened. They can't have disappeared. I'm sure they still exist. They're my lab mems. My friends, my relationships with them can't have changed that drastically. Mayuri, Daru, and Kurisu should be in the lab like usual. or so I naively thought. The second floor is vacant. And of course, the time leap machine is nowhere to be found.
メイクインはあるのか？
Still in a daze, I wander to the maid cafe in search of a familiar face. It feels like 10 years since I last saw that cat logo. I take a deep breath and open the door.
お帰りなさいませ、ご主人様。
フェイリス、マユリ。
Mayuri exists!
よかったわ。
I feel indescribable relief when I see the two girls standing there. Yeah, this is gonna be a bad ending. But, Fair. Mayuri exists! That's right, I read it all the time! Calling no memory? They didn't disappear, they still work here, just as I remember.
ご主人様、違うよ。あのね、マユシニャンニャンだよ。あなたはフェリスちゃんのデュエルパートナーだよね。もしかしてフェリスちゃん、この人にマユシーの本名教えちゃったの？はにゃ、教えた記憶はないけどにゃ。でもマユシーって名乗ってる時点でなんとなく想像はつくにゃ。
You want to know where those ears attach? That's a good question. I mean, to be fair, you don't see her real ears. Maybe those are her real ears. Have you thought about that? Maybe she's a real cat girl.
あ、そっか。
Worry more about tails. Best timeline. Time to stop trying to save dads. Let's go real cat girls. That's right. Our D-mail changed the past to create real cat girls. This feeling. Something is very wrong.
今日ま。来てくれてありがとにゃ。でもお客さんの前だから彼氏っぽい行動は慎んでほしいにゃ。
彼氏？
バカ、言っちゃダメにゃ。バイト終わったら思いっきり甘えてあげるから、それまで辛抱するのにゃ。
Control yourself,
お
Okabe.
前は何を言っているんだ？
にゃにゃ。そういうことかにゃ。最初からちゃんと心得てたっていうことかにゃ。さすが。もうフェリスちゃん、お店でイチャイチャしちゃダメだよ。
It's true. So if you work at a maid cafe, you are not allowed to talk about anything relating to a significant other, because that's bad for business. I think it's also true if you're like a host or a hostess at a host or hostess club.
にゃはは、何言ってるにゃ、まゆし。そんなことしてないにゃ。
それよりマユリ、ダルとクリスを知らないか？
お？ダル？クリス？
Sort of like idol culture? Absolutely. The coldness in the pit of my stomach returns. Does this mean my relationship with them has changed as well?
ラボはどこにある？
ラボ？ラブホ？
Oh no. The fuck?
何をする？
今日まあ、一体どういうことにゃ。もしかしてマユシーとラブホに行く約束でもしてるのかにゃ。
Yes, I love hotels too. It's so nice not needing to wash sheets. Exactly. Did you know that before Nintendo made video games, they had a chain of love hotels? I mean, at least you got a cat girl. That's a plus. Worry more about tails. What? Yeah, no, Nintendo dabbled in a bunch of stuff before video games. I believe they were established in like the 1870s. Not quite. 1889. They're 133 years old. They originally started out as a playing card business. Then 1950. Sorry, in 1933, the owner of Nintendo got a partner, Hiroshi Yamauchi. And then in 1950, Yamauchi took over, and he was the person who ended up turning Nintendo into the video game company. Nintendo also entered into a partnership with Disney in 1959 to throw its characters on the playing cards. But yeah, it's interesting. I wonder if there's a name for their love hotel. Oh, that's right. They also made a love tester that tested a couple's compatibility, and it was just like based on electric stuff from your hands. They also ran a taxi company, a TV network, and a food service. And also, they had a whole bunch of dealings with the Yakuza. So yeah. Well, they kind of had to. They were making bank. That's true. And now they make Zelda. Exactly. But you can't go to a love hotel in Zelda. So they're not honoring their history.
ラブホじゃない、ラボだ。勘違いするな、バカ者。
ラボって何や。
ラボはつまり未来ガジェット研究所といって。
Not even the new one with the girl with the big glasses? Not even the new one with the sexy goat man, I mean, what? Seriously though, like... It's kind of wild, Nintendo's history leading up to them making video games. It's definitely worth a look. Same. I mean, let's be honest. Nintendo went all in with thirst traps in this game. It just so happens that, like, they also have birds and fish people and goat people now. Lots of thirst traps, not enough fish people. I mean, I met the green fish person. She's neat. She doesn't remember. It can't be.
さっきからなんでそんなにマユシーばっかに話しかけてるのにゃ。彼女がいる目の前でナンパしてるのかにゃ。
What a gilded series? Still partial to papaya, but damn. No, Pura is a certified cutie. Wild how they took the one super uncomfortable old lady trapped in a kid's body character and said, no, she's like 20 now and super hot. Exactly. I think that was the right choice, honestly. I think the old lady trapped in a 20-year-old's body is a lot better than the old lady trapped in a kid's body. Do they remember him? No. Well, okay, Ferris does. but also all of his relationships with anyone except for Ferris are gone, as far as we know. Is the right choice for sure? Mm-hmm. That was interesting with some of Nintendo's history? Absolutely. They went from love hotels to sexy goat people. Trap more old people in peak physical condition bodies, not children? Exactly. Girlfriend? Ferris? Whose? Mine.
そういうことするご主人様にはお帰り願ってるにゃ。どうするにゃ。
ああ、すまない。
I apologize and ask to be seated. And inside, I find Daru sitting at a table for two. Why is he staring at me like that?
ダル、ここにいたのか。
君さ、フェイリスタンのなんなん？
何？
どっかで見たことある顔なんだよな。
Oh no, Daru's your ex.
まあそんなことどうでもよくて、とにかく君ってフェイリスタンになれなれしくね。調子に乗ってね。リア充か？リア充なんか？
Uh-oh. So glad to see the yellow hat hacker? He's not glad to see us.
おい、ダル、一体何を。
Given how Mayuri and Ferris are acting, it's entirely possible that my relationship with Daru has changed too.
俺とお前は
Oh, even worse, he's an otaku.
初対面か。
当たり前じゃん。君、この店来るの初めてっしょ。常連の僕はいつも他の客の顔もチェックしてるんで。
いや、結構来る方だと思うが。
Sir, I believe you might have squirrels in your pants. 'Cause you're a simp.
この味は嘘をついている味だぜ。
Oh! Oh, he said the line!
舐めてもいないくせになぜわかる？
He continued the line!
つうか質問に答えろよ。君、フェイリスタンのなんなん？
Oh, sorry, I guess I should explain for people who don't know JoJo. Give me one sec. I'll do the dub version. Here, I will give you Maka from Heaven. You're now going to learn about liars. Forgot about that scene. Context, they're in Italy. Give me one sec. Still on game audio? Give me one sec. I'll restart the scene. about how this game predates this scene in the anime? Mm-hmm. But not the manga. The manga came out, I believe, in the 90s.
It's not.
I see. It's my lucky day. Tell me, if you were to find a bag on this tram, bag that had 1 billion lira inside, would you turn it in?
You're joking, right? It's finders keepers.
At least you're honest. But what if I was really an undercover cop, and I saw the whole thing?
Ah, well in that case, I'd let you mosey off with half the money to look the other way. Probably.
Now that's the spirit. And you know, I get the sense you really would. The look on your face isn't the expression of a bluffing man. I can clearly see that you're telling the truth. You see, I have a special knack for telling whether someone's being truthful, and I don't often make mistakes. Have you ever noticed how the face often glistens with sweat? That's normally the first tell. But what's important is the sweat's flavor. That's the telltale sign.
Chicho, who exactly are you?
Leaky Eye Luca got his head bashed in with his own shovel and was conveniently found unconscious on the outskirts of the airport. He's critical and it's looking like he's never going to come to. And I've come here to hunt down the culprit. So let's talk. No one has the slightest idea why Leaky Eye Luca was even at the airport. However, I spoke with a security guard and was told that a young man named Giorno Giovanna was there. If it's not too much trouble, I thought we'd have a quick chat about the matter.
Chat, huh? You a cop or what?
Don't be ridiculous. Luca wasn't some ordinary street punk. He was a mafioso, and several people had reason to off him. He had a special knack for being hated. Problem is, that's not how his boss is electing to see the situation. A member of the Familia has been slain, and what honor he had has been severely compromised. He's ordered me to find the perpetrator, and sort out everything surrounding this mess. Make this easy and cooperate. Understand? Did you meet up with Leaky Eye Luca at the airport?
Leaky who? Never heard of him.
You're not perspiring. Right then, that's all I need. You're in the clear.
Understood.
Sorry
Carry
to bother
on.
you, Giorno Giovanna.
What the hell is going on? And why was my fist clenched?
You're looking at Luca's right eye. It's not currently in use, so I thought I'd bring it along. What a surprise. That's the distinct tang of a liar. Right, Giorno Giovanna?
The original line is, "The taste of a liar is sweet," but yeah, they changed things for the dub. Oh man, then... Oh, you didn't hear the JoJo music. If my, if it was only game audio. God, that's gonna show up on the stream, that sucks. Maybe I'll add it in post. On a scale of Season 1 JoJo to anything after Season 4, how LGBT are ya? I mean... I guess technically... If I'm the B, would I be somewhere in the middle? We're on part 9, so would I be 4 or 5? Heard the music, but not the YouTube at the beginning? Okay, interesting. That's weird. That's why I asked JoJo reference. Okay. I thought that my my audio was off.
俺は
もっと具体的に聞くべき？じゃあ質問その1。名を名乗りたまえよ。
Why do I have to be cross-examined by Daru? Or does possibly Ace land? That's an interesting question. Because I would argue that, like, that would be later seasons. Demi? Season 3? I could see it. If you're trans, you're automatically part 9. Okay, I need to watch that then. Honestly, season... Well, actually, okay. JoJo Part 3 is long, and there's a lot of what I consider filler. If you want to start watching JoJo, and this is like genuine advice, all seasons of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure can be taken individually. However, they are enhanced by prior knowledge. If you want to start at the beginning, in part 1, you know, it's cool to start from the beginning, but I would say take a look at all the seasons, pick the ones with your favorite designs, and watch that one to see if you're into JoJo. I personally recommend part 4. It's my favorite season so far, until I'm in part 7. You still have that one Coliseum fight in season 2? Oh, dang. My biggest hope as an actor is to be in the audition room for Steel Ball Run. Actually, I don't think I told anyone, like, on stream. I posted about it on Twitter. But in the green room of my theater, every time you do a production at the theater, you're allowed to write something on the wall, like your quote. And what did I find but a quote from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7 Steel Ball Run that I did not write. And that quote must have been there just for me to find. Part 5 is your favorite without caveats. Part 2 is your favorite with them. Ah, fair. Consumed a lot of other stuff on JoJo. But yeah, for Part 7, I want to audition for either Gyro or Funny Valentine. Those are the two characters I would want to play. But if I don't get either of them, I'm auditioning for the main character of Part 8. I'm going to audition for Gappy. I'm going to audition for the Josuke with 4 testicles. That's awesome. Oh, thank you. The question is, which name to use?
法院今日も
マジで？ああ、そっかそっか。そうだそうっすよ。確かにどっかで見たことあると思った。
But yeah, if I get the role of Gyro, if by some miracle I get the role of Gyro, then that would mean that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has an Arena reference. Because I based Arena off of Gyro.
あえて光栄です。僕、フェイリスタンと法院氏のファンなんですよ。この前の準決勝も見てました。
You don't endorse the Yahtzees? Yeah, that's fair.
おい、ダル？
ダル？なんで僕のあだ名知ってるんですか？
いや。
The pieces are starting to fall into place. The lab is gone. Mayuri and Daru don't know me. We haven't met. We're not friends. We're nothing.
そうか。
Once found your favorite Doctor Who comic relief skit quote in a secondhand textbook about 8 years ago? Dang! Unless you were Whovian or British, then no one would know. Sorry, no one would have got it compared now. That's wild. That is absolutely insane. All the time we spent together is gone. Every moment, every memory. Is this the price I have to pay? Is it my destiny to live in a world where even my best friends don't know me?
いやー、明日はいよいよ決勝戦ですよね。バイラルアタッカーズなんかボコボコにしちゃってくださいよ。
決勝戦
Apologies for the typos, and I'm so sorry for the story choice. Nah! It's exploring the game, right? This is still part of the game, right? There are no wrong answers. It's just, you know, we have a save, right? So we're exploring what happens when you make that decision. It's all part of time travel. Am I participating as Ferris's partner? But I thought the finals finished yesterday. So on this world line, it's tomorrow? But I can deal with that later. Right now, there's one more thing I need to know.
なあ、お前はマキセ・クリスって知っているか？
ああ、そうそう。確か論文がすごい学術
He's
誌に載った
alone,
とかいう
though,
天
and
才
time
少女でし
traveling
た
by
っ
the
け？
looks of things. He's still got Ferris. Ferris is his girlfriend.
会ったことは？
And his partner. Higher illness risk due to time traveling? So the illness is actually only if you use the time machine that Suzu brought. Suzu's time machine causes time travel cancer. D-males don't. Cat girl versus friends?
前に ATF で講義をしたんですよ。それは聞きに行きました。かなり可愛かったですよ。で、その人が何か？
いや、別に。
It was obvious. If the lab doesn't exist, then how could I have met Kurisu? What about the bet I made? The bet to save Mayuri? Did I win or lose? I should know by tonight. If things go as scheduled, Mayuri will die. Was it right to change the world line? And is Ferris's father still alive? If we save both of them, then I can accept the loss of my friends as the price. I have no other choice.
Papa?
Edenology, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
パパは今日もお仕事に行
How
った
did you
の。
enjoy the streams?
それがどうしたのにゃ？
お前のパパは生きているんだな。
Poor Susie indeed. She doesn't even exist back here in this world line. Then, it depends. Daru still has the chance of meeting his future wife. Hopefully they're alive and they can meet them again. This could be the timeline where she doesn't travel to the past and get cancer. Instead, it could be that she's just a kid and doesn't have to fight every day of her life.
失礼だにゃ。パパを勝手に殺さないでほしいにゃ。今日の今日まはなんだか変にゃ。どうしたのかにゃ。
いや、
I see. Ferris's dad is still alive. Thank goodness. Now all that remains is to learn Mayuri's fate. Will she die, or will she live? The answer will determine if all of this has been worth it.
で、俺とお前は恋人同士というのは間違いないのか？
That she could even travel to the past in this line is what I'm saying, since the resistance was sort of influenced by Daru and Okabe. That's true.
もしかして今日もフェイリスとのことは遊びだったのかにゃ。ひどいにゃ。純情な17歳の乙女をたぶらかすなんて。
I see that Ferris is as melodramatic as ever. I feel an emptiness filling my heart. Ah, so that's how it is. While this world line appears normal on the surface, it couldn't be more different. And I'm the only one out of place. I feel so alone.
どこにも行かせないぞ。
Oh, that's it. So, not only is Daru not friends with Mayuri, remember, they were childhood friends. So, the whole getting Mayuri through her grandmother dying never happened.
連れてなんて行かせない。
That didn't happen in this timeline. Mayuri is no longer my hostage. I was willing to do anything to save her.
今日な、何中二病なオーラを出してるにゃん。今は二人の大事な話をしてるのにゃ。
なあフェイリス、今の俺は記憶喪失みたいなものだ。
It's not a lie. I have no memories of this world, Lon.
さすが世界を股にかけるマッドサイエンティストにゃ。機関に狙われて頭に大怪我を負ってついに記憶を失ってしまったわ
The
けよな。
organization?
実は京馬は盗まれた核兵器の居場所を知ってるから、機関はその記憶を取り戻させようと必死なわけにゃ。
That's sort of cute.
京馬
Is she trying to use her power, Cheshire Break, was it? To see into my mind?
はあ、そんな京馬、本当に？
ああ、
だから今日の京馬は変だったのにゃ。
So, she's making it so that Kyoma... She understands that this has actually happened. That he doesn't have any memories of what's going on.
世界線を移動してきたせいと言ってもわからないだろうな。俺はいわば時空の漂流者なんだ。
ふざけてる場合じゃないにゃ。今はシリアスなシーンなのにゃ。心配してるんだから真面目に答えるのにゃ。
俺は一言も嘘は言っていない。
She is. Remember, she activated reading Steiner, and she's the only other one.
お前ならわかるだろう。
そうにゃけど。
なあ、詳しく聞かせてくれ。俺とお前の関係については特に詳しく。
本当に覚えてないのかにゃ。フェイリスと京馬はライネットの大会で知り合ったにゃ。秋葉の小さなショップでやっていた大会だったけど、死闘を繰り広げて心を通じ合わせたのにゃ。
I played Rhynet?
そこで意気投合してフェイリスと京馬はコンビを組むことになったのにゃ。フェイリスたちの息はぴったりで、グラちゃんでもほとんど負けずに決勝まで勝ち進んだのにゃ。それで一緒に戦っていくうちにフェイリスは京馬のことをもっと知りたいって思って、
Oh, that's really cute.
いつも目で追うようになってて。そうにゃ。フェイリスは京馬のこと好きになってたのにゃ。このままずっとライネットだけじゃなくてプライベートでもパートナーとして一緒にいてほしいって思うようになってたのにゃ。だからこの前の準決勝に勝った後思い切って告白したのにゃ。そしたら京馬も好きだって言ってくれて、
Aww.
フェイリスたちは甘いキスを交わして晴れて恋人になったのにゃ。
Sweet kiss? Does that make me a normal? Was I really that good with women?
ちなみにフェイリスと京馬は同棲中にゃ。
何？
Living together already when we only just started going out? You really are a filthy normal, current world line me.
言ってもライネットのパートナーとして夏休
He's
み
lost
中は
all of
合
his
宿み
friends,
た
and
い
she
な
sort of
感
lost
じで
her boyfriend.
今日はフェイリスの家に
Yep.
泊めてあげてるだけなのにゃ。だからそのエッチなこととかはしてないのにゃ。って
Oops.
何言わせるのにゃ。
Aww. Oh. If it's at Ferris's place, with her parents and the butler there, of course nothing naughty would happen.
今日まあ今の話で何か思い出したかにゃ。
フェイリス、頼みがある。
何かにゃ。今日まが記憶を取り戻す
He's
ためなら
not going to
何でも聞
remember.
くにゃ。
いや、記憶のこととは違うんだが、マユリのことだ。
マユシ？そういえばさっきもお店でやたらと声をかけてたにゃ。
あいつはもしかすると今日の夜何らかの形で死ぬかもしれない。だからあいつを見ていてくれないか。
死ぬってどういう
Yeah, Mayuri still has at least 24 hours left to go.
死ぬか死なないか可能性は五分だ。お前は何もしなくていい。見ているだけで。
And the rough thing about this current situation
俺に報告
is
して
that
ほしい。
there is no way to get the time leap machine. He can't undo what he just did. So he's stuck on this world line.
頼めるか。
何がなんだかさっぱりなのにゃ。
It was a crazy bet.
でもフェイリスは京馬のこと好きだから大好きだから信じるにゃ。京馬のこと。
ありがとう。
I was told to wait at Ferris's place, so I've been sitting here for 3 hours. I haven't heard from her since she told me she was going to karaoke with Mayuri. Several hours have passed since Mayuri's scheduled time of death. Ferris hasn't contacted me yet, which I guess means that nothing's happened. I wish I could know for sure. I pray. If Mayuri were to die now, it would mean that I have failed utterly. I can't even send a D-mail, to say nothing of leap through time.
おや、岡部君。ルミホはバイトかな？
あ、いえ。友人と遊びに行っているとか。
At the very least, I didn't have to kill this man.
そうか。高校生なのにこんな時間まで遊び歩いているとはいかんな。岡部君からも注意しておいてくれないか。
わかりました。
いつも娘が世話を焼かせてすまないね。これからも娘のことをよろしく頼むよ。私はね、君のことを買っているんだ。
ありがとうございます。
Aw, I can't believe I've done anything to warrant that sort of praise.
悪いんだが、私と家内はこれから仕事で海外に飛ばなくてはいけなくてね。
At this hour?
執事の黒木は残っているから何かあったら彼に。
No more
では
special power
行
for
ってくる
Okuda, yeah.
お気をつけて。
He's a really nice guy. I'm glad I was able to save his life, if nothing else.
ただいまにゃー。ああ、楽しかった。
フェイリス、どうして連絡をくれなかったんだ。マユリはどうなった？
There's concern in my voice, though I can tell from her expression that everything is okay. I won the bet.
マユシーは死んだりしなかったにゃ。二人でアニソンを歌いまくってわざわざ池袋までフェイリスは送っていったのにゃ。まるでマユシーをエスコートする紳士みたいだったにゃ。そんなフェイリスにマユシーは感激しまくりでユリフラグ立ちそうな勢いだったにゃ。にゃはは。
So it was like that, Ferris, huh?
そうか。
Mayuri is still alive. So is Ferris's dad. So many of my memories have been rendered null and void. But if those two survived, then I can accept my fate. This world line is my home now. I'm going to make a life here.
今日も寝ちゃうのかにゃ。
少し休ませてくれ。少しだけ。
I have plenty of time to think about the future. After all, I have nothing left to fear.
さて、次のターン。
No memories, but cat-made girlfriend people live? Sounds like a win to me. Yeah. Aside from CERN? Well, that's the thing. This world line is so wildly different, CERN might not be pulling shenanigans.
ちょっと早いが、ターミナルカードを使って形勢逆転すべきか。
Ah, she's teaching him
だがそれ
Rhinet.
こそが罠のような気も。
Because he forgot all about how to play it. CERN, like the Swedish... Yeah, so the Swedish research place is actually an evil organization bent on creating a dystopian future with the use of time travel in this universe. They kill people for their old school computers. And then they send people through black holes into the past and turn them into jelly people. CERN isn't great in this
この程
game.
度の危機、俺の灰色の脳細胞にかかれば。
But no matter how hard I try, I simply can't visualize Ferris's piece placement. I'm still a newbie at this game. I barely know the rules. That's why we've been training all night.
よし、せっかくだから俺はこのウイルスチェッカーを選ぶぜ。
そうきたのかにゃ。でもフェイリスは二重三重の策を打って
This
ある
is
にゃ。
cute.
なんだと？
これで氷魔側のサーバーは丸裸にゃ。ターミナルカードを使ってじわじわ攻め落としていくにゃ。
This game is only about 10% luck. The rest depends entirely upon the Rhinetter's strategy and ability.
また負けた。これで19戦19敗とはマッドサイエンティストの名折れだ。
I was able to learn the rules with these 19 matches, but I'm still nowhere near tournament level as a player. Was I really on the same caliber as Ferris on this world line? It's all bittersweet.
今日も、ライネットの戦い方本当に忘れちゃったんだにゃ。今まで氷魔が記憶喪失だにゃんてあんまり実感が湧かなかったんだけど、ここまで下手っぴになってるにゃんて。
Well, excuse me for being poopy.
氷魔はフェイリスのこともほとんど忘れちゃったのかにゃ。
まあほとんどといえばほとんどだな。少なくとも恋人になった記憶は全くない。
にゃー。じゃあ今の氷魔はフェイリスのことなんてちっとも好きでいてくれてないわけにゃ。こうなったら体で思い出させてあげるにゃ。
Nani?
お前まさか俺を襲う気か？
それもありにゃ。初めてだから優しくしてほしいにゃ。
Thought he wasn't into this girl as much as the others romantically? Do they have enough in common friendship-wise to keep this existence? I think so. Ferris was like, oh yeah, you don't remember anything about being my boyfriend? I'll make your body remember.
落ち着け。初めてならば体は思い出しようがないだろうが。
氷魔にゃー。パパもママもお仕事で海外に行っちゃったにゃ。黒木ももう帰っちゃったにゃ。
Mom and Dad are gone. The butler's gone home. We have the whole apartment to ourselves, nya.
二人きりなのにゃ。どうするにゃ。記憶がなくても生前食わぬは男の恥にゃ。
お前が言うな、猫娘。
Cool, wanna watch anime? I've got all of Die Buster. It's not as good as Gunbuster, but you can watch that. TOS, nya. I don't know what I should do in a situation like this. I can't think clearly.
ねえねえ、今日の今日の今日
Is this the spiciness, my mantra? If I dodge, Ferris is sure to fall flat on her face. That's how fast she's going. Ah, here's where I lose my virginity. Farewell, virginity. I would have preferred to give it away rather than have it taken by force. But oh well. All I can do now is prepare myself.
フェイリス。
思い出が消えるのってとっても切ないのにゃ。自分の知ってる人が知ってる人じゃなくなっちゃって、自分だけが思い出が消える前のことを引きずってて、その思い出を押し付けることもでき
Just
なく
ironic
て、
given my
こんな
circumstances.
中途半端に覚えてるなら、いっそきれいさっぱりフェイリスの思い出も消してもらいたいくらいにゃ。
Ferris's words hit me like a blow. I feel the exact same way. I'm all alone in this world, alienated, isolated. My friends will never remember me. The events in my memories never happened.
だが、それは俺自身が選んだことだから。
選んだ。
Wow. Something happened outside. The path I chose so that neither Mayuri nor Ferris's dad would die. I won the bet, so in return I have to live with this loneliness, this isolation. Nothing is free. Everything has a price. I sacrificed Suzuha's memories to save Mayuri. Everything is fine.
それに正直なことを言えば、俺はフェイリスがいてくれてよかったと思ってる。
Mayuri and Daru are strangers now. Kurisu has probably returned to America. Without Ferris, without her affection, I don't know what I would have done.
俺はお前の恋人になった思い出はないが、お前が恋人でいてくれてよかった。
今日も
この世界線で変わらず俺を知ってくれているのはフェイリスだけだった。フェイリスが一緒にいてくれたからなんとか冷静でいられた。これからも一緒にいてくれると記憶はきっと取り戻せないが、これからもう一度
What's up, Bandicoot?
今日のフェイリスの猫耳外してほしいにゃ。
Only in Steins Gate could you make romance taste bitter and regretful. Cat ears? No, I see. Back to Rumiho mode. I gently take off the cat ear headband from Ferris's head. Her long hair falls down and dangles onto my face. I comb through her hair with my fingers, and Ferris's eyes smile as if soothed by my touch. Does the scientist dude remember being with her in a previous life? Or only her? Or is it just wishful thinking? So, the circumstances are, in this timeline, Okabe Rintaro fell in love with Akiha Rumiho, or Ferris Nyan. And in the previous timeline that we were in order to save both Mayuri and Ferris's dad, Okabe had to send a D-mail that ended up isolating him from all of his friends because he kept the memories from the previous timeline and none of them from the new one. So imagine if someone took you, cut you out of the reality that we're in right now, and pasted you in a new one where everything was slightly off. You wouldn't know any of your history up until that point. You'd have vague ideas of your relationships with people, but some of them might not be correct. And you'd know who people are, and you might not supposed to know who they are in this timeline. That's the situation that Okabe's in right now. So, because he reached his goal... We've had a lot of time jumps? Yeah. So because Okabe has reached his goal of keeping Mayuri alive and not having to undo saving Ferris's dad, he's staying here. And he'll learn how to live in this timeline. And all he has is Ferris now. Suzuha has to have been here because Rintaro had the tube world. Yes, that's true. He did have the divergence meter. She really is like a cat. Oh, she looks really cute with her hair down. This is the second time she's asked me that. I was too self-conscious to say it the first time, but now...
Rumiho.
Ignoring my inner shyness, I say her name.
Kiss. してくれる?
Is Yeah, Rumiho Akiha is her real name. So time travel is still a thing and all. Yep.
あなたはね、
CERN had to have done some
私
funky
の
shit.
王子様なんだよ。
This is the second time she's told me that. I endure the tingling in my body.
これからも私はあなたを好きでいていいんだよね。
あ
よかった。
I can no longer return to my original world line. I don't intend gate. This is a what-if scenario. This was, you technically chose the wrong choice in the D-mail. Kolnick was correct. Kolnick and Alpaca were both correct. We should have sent the D-mail. Oh, excuse me, Dr. Pepper is in the credits? Okay. Yeah, Marcus also voted to send it. With the exception of the alternate ending that leads into Steins Gate 0, none of the alternate endings are in the anime, so these are all new to me. Mm-hmm. So this ended because we wanted another vote? Exactly. You voted to not send the D-mail. So the story would continue to the main plot? Exactly. If we had sent the D-mail, we would have continued on to the main plot. So we unlocked the ending, isolated Jamais Vu. Jamais Vu is like Deja Vu, but for the future. So yeah, we got Irreversible Reboot, Suzuha's ending, and Isolated Jamais Vu, Ferris's ending. It's like Deja Vu, but with pajamas. Exactly. Alright. Oh, jeez. Please, Kara, please. So what do we want to do from here? We can read JoJo on the stream, or we can move on to the watch party chat and read JoJo before going into the watch party. Fine with whatever. Time to move over to Discord for Kamen Rider. Mm-hmm. Just wanted a happy scenario and a continuation, like the duo would have worked together and he would have met everyone. Might be best to do it in the watch party? Fair. But yeah, Bandicoot. For some of the alternate endings, they've created spin-off material. I don't think that they've done one for this one, though. Or Carson Cross NETRs. You heard those sirens? Thought it was in your area? No, I live on the mean streets of Victoria. Yeah, I'll double check. I could be wrong. Did I type in the wrong thing for the ending? Hold on. Ah. I just typed... There we go. Yeah, I don't think that there's any spin-off material for this ending. Alright. I'm just gonna double check which, Alright, good night, Peps. Will there be another episode of Steins Gate? Absolutely there will. We still have the good ending to get. Like, the true ending is still not unlocked. We still have a lot of game to go. Jeez, I wonder what's going on. Anyways. Here, I'll close the window. thanks so much for hanging out, everyone. There will be more Steins Gate. We are not done yet. There's a lot of Steins Gate still left. The stream doesn't have to stop here, though. We're going to be going back to the Discord for a watch party. So if you're not already on the Discord, here's the link. All I ask is that in the server access thread, post a link to a social media that you have so you can prove that you're a real person. That way we don't get bots on the server. Should I raid someone? I mean, if we're moving on somewhere. Maybe we don't raid anyone tonight since we're moving on. Yeah, sleep well, Alpaca. But yeah, if any of you want to join me, I'm moving on to the watch party tab in the Discord. So I will see you there. Bye.